Hello, everyone. Welcome to my research topic, Navigating Motherhood and Careers, a thematic exploration of expat women's experience. In this study, we look into the experience of working mothers in an expat context. How did they navigate the phase of balancing the motherhood along with a professional career in the intersection of change in legal structure and the expatriatehood status? It has been widely seen that the percentage of women working has increased from 45% to 71% in a span of a few decades. And research also shows that the context of the motherhood along with work is of much interest to scholars as well as the applied community. While the modern women is independent, they compete and they seek professional growth. We are looking into in this study how empowered is the workplace to encourage women to balance both motherhood and career, and what are the challenges that these women face, and how do they navigate these challenges, especially in a expatriatehood environment. Research motivation is both personal and professional. Personally, having first-hand experiences has given a lot of insights and nuances into the study. Research highlighting the difficulties faced by working mothers is extensively recorded. However, such studies in host countries, particularly in the Middle Eastern environment, is minimal, and that has revealed a significant gap. The cross-contextual analysis improves the understanding of how legal, institutional, and cultural frameworks affects the maternal experiences in the workplace. The context is in UAE and the host country legal requirements and organizational landscape. Expatriate challenges are covered in this study, which examines employment constraints, limited family support networks, and intense professional competition among expatriates. It also gives insights for business, HR, and legislators, which helps them with actionable recommendation. The literature gap in non-Western context is highly significant. So there was a systematic literature review that was conducted, which has revealed a few unique challenges and themes. The initial theme being maternity challenges and both individual and organizational. This theme focuses on the numerous problems faced by working women during pregnancy, including psychological, organizational, and identity-related issues. It also shows that how women navigate these challenges through identity transformation and coping strategies. Now, theme one is divided into three clusters, which is postpartum workplace experience and challenges, gender-related disparities and structural inequalities, organizational commitment and workplace readjustment. The antecedents throughout these clusters has been social stigma, insufficient maternity leave, lack of reintegration support programs. As said, theme two focuses on coping strategies, whereas in theme one, we focused on maternity challenges, identity transformation, and identity balancing. Theme two looks into the challenges which women navigated using the coping strategies, which is also self-related constructs like emotional intelligence, self-efficacy, reevaluation of their identities, and negotiating the both personal and professional boundaries. Theme two is again divided into clusters with boundary negotiation strategies, emotional intelligence and identity negotiation strategies, self-related constructs and reintegration confidence. The antecedents through these clusters has been social expectations, expatriate status, gender stereotypes. Theme three is an interplay of theoretical frameworks. The major theories that has been covered in the extant literature, like social identity theory, boundary theory, the social role theory, career construction theory, and majorly the theory of matricentric feminism, which lays maternity in the center and looks into how both organizational and institutional frameworks plays a role in marginalizing motherhood. So the literature gap analyzed has been most of the studies are extensively Western or Nordic oriented. There is very limited Middle East studies in this area and minimal UAE expat mother research. Most of the studies are concentrated onto the domestic population, or they have learned about the maternity challenges of motherhood in silos when compared to organizational challenges. The research questions are: what unique maternity challenges do expat mothers face? What coping strategies do they employ? How do their identities shift during motherhood? And what insights can inform HR practices and organizational policies? The major theme identified in data analysis is maternity and career challenges, both individual and organizational. This includes sub-themes like workplace discrimination, career stagnation, maternity leave misconception among peers, identity transformation and balancing. So there's a liminal phase which mothers experience where they compete with the already existing professional identities with the new motherhood identity. Coping strategies, adaptation mechanisms which mothers adopt, like social support networks, time management, emotional regulation techniques. Cultural context is another theme, how cultural values and norms influences the perceptions of the experience motherhood and career has on the participants. Expat specific challenges, like the unique difficulties which international mothers face, like cost of living in a cosmopolitan city, lack of extended support systems, legal structures, job insecurity. So the key research findings from data analysis is: in the core findings lies the individual challenges. On top of it is the middle level, which is the identity transformation and coping strategies. And at the meso level is both cultural, expat, and organizational challenges. And this shows that motherhood is not just linear. It is an embedded phenomena which is based on various social conditions as well, which involves legal, organizational, and other structural constraints. So a conceptual model is recommended for practitioners, which is called STRIDE. This is a model that can be used by HR practitioners to enhance the experience of new mothers while they reintegrate back to work. S is for the support, which provides comprehensive assistance program. T is to train managers and colleagues on the misconceptions if they have on the maternity leave. R is to reinforce, that is to strengthen policies through regular reviews, improvement cycles, and customization of policies as per roles. Integrate is seamlessly incorporate maternity considerations in all HR processes. Develop career paths for accommodating maternity transitions, and empower women through an environment where mothers do not have to halt their career but can confidently take it ahead. So the STRIDE model provides a framework for organization to systematically address maternity related challenges through a comprehensive HR strategy development. In terms of contribution to literature, the theoretical contribution is it has developed a novel conceptual framework wherein we are learning motherhood and career through an expatriate lens, contributing to a triadic identity and also to identify self-agency dimensions. In terms of methodological innovations, a reflexive thematic analysis is done to a cross-cultural expatriate population. And for organizational maternity support, the practical application is to have the framework that can link HR interventions to maternal outcomes. Also, policy implications for HR to identify the gaps and requirements and coach leaders and managers to accept the nuances of maternity and professional identity and execute policies that empowers. Thank you. With this study, I've been able to contribute not only to the literature, but also to the gender equality and ever growing women empowerment initiatives. Thank you.